What's up guys, welcome back from the YgoPro duel video. The new Qliphort Link monster, Qliphort Genius, is as pretty much all the most recent revealed Link monsters. Oh, so good. Very fantastic card. Let's take a look at the new card and then as always a few example duels featuring Qliphorts, of course this time. But then again, it's not particularly focused on Qliphorts, this new Qliphort Genius, since it's somewhat generic for all machine types. So you only need like 2 machine type monsters on the field to link summon your Qliphort Genius, and that's something that's not that hard, you know, with the double, at least with 2 Qliphorts on the field. The field spell definitely comes into play here for Qliphorts, giving you an extra normal summon, so that's like an instant Qliphort Genius play. Other, yeah, somewhat less generic plays are, you know, well, what is it called? The Mega Phantom Beast here in the main deck. It's like a tech card, you know, upon normal summon you can special summon like a machine token to your side of the field. So that's like an instant 2 machine monsters on the field to, you know, go for that link summon. But, you know, with Qliphorts, if any point in a duel you have like Qliphorts in your scale, you cannot special summon other monsters other than Qliphort. So this is a bit iffy. Same for Despots, you know, Despots also have like that quote-unquote tour guide-ish monster to, you know, set up that instant link to requirement. Nonetheless, this is a fantastic card. Two most, at least, I believe its most important effect is that, well, yeah, first of all, you know, it's when it's link summoned. Upon that, at least this card is pretty much unaffected by spells and traps and also by monster effects, but this is only focused on link monster effects. But its last effect, I believe it's its best effect, is that as soon as, you know, you special summon 2 monsters to the monster zones linked to, you know, your Qliphort Genius, you can instantly search out like a level 5 or higher machine type monster from your deck and add it to your hand. Wow, this is actually insane. You can pretty much search all the Qliphort cards, and of course the Kaiju, for example, the machine type Kaiju is also searchable off of this, and many more cards, right? But here for Qliphorts, fantastic cards. So let's see a couple of example duels. Okay, first example, again, showcasing against the possible top tier decks, or probably a few top tier decks, machines, well, Pendulum Magicians, I have to say, Lightsworns also with the new support. This time I get to start, and you know, the field spell Laser Cliff, I believe is going to be a very important card going into the new format, at least for post-Link Vrains. With Qliphort, this new Qliphort Genius, again, pretty much opening up that Link Summon, and second of all, if you can follow it up with, you know, Qliphort Scout is like a 1-card scale, right? At least, yeah, at least a 1-card Pendulum Summon. You can instantly special summon, Pendulum Summon the 2 monsters you used earlier to go for Qliphort Genius. Special summon them to the 2 zones where, yeah, you know, the 2 markers of Qliphort Genius are pointing towards to. You can instantly get like a search. So go for Qliphort Disc, for example, etc. And yeah, speaking of Qliphort Disc, again, you know, Qliphort Disc special summons 2 machine type monsters from your deck to Qliphort monsters from your deck, and you know, you can just special summon both of them to the yeah, monster zones linked to, you know, your Qliphort Genius to again get another search. Since that's something I did not mention, is that yeah, the search effect of your Qliphort Genius is not once per turn, and you know, this is open to be abused, right? Probably, maybe not now, but definitely in the near future. We know how it goes with cards that are not once per turn. At least their effects, right? Against Lightsworns, again, I get to start. This is like a decent, no, this is very good with Recreate, also pretty much blocking out of, yeah, blocking my opponent out of the duel. Then again, he's able to go for the Lightsworn Link monster and, you know, get some insane advantage out of that, but I believe he's not able to OTK me, although he's able to drop me very low if it wasn't for the Drowning Mirror Force here. I believe he's forced to drop the JD, hope he would survive, but I'm not really sure it's going to matter that much, as I always can bounce back the JD, and on top of that, I think I just have to normal summon another monster here to, you know, put enough damage on board to possibly go for game, or of course, force out a Fairy Tale Snow that's in his graveyard. And you know, he's forced to use a Fairy Tale Snow to probably, yeah, pretty much survive here in the game. But I still have my Scales phase up, I still have the Recreate phase up on my side of the field to negate any monster effects, right? And the Lila is not going to change that. So again, easy game in the pocket, right? Go for the Qliphort Link Monster. This is perfect, right? If your field survives, you can instantly make that Qliphort Link Monster and then opening up extra monster zones and you know, win the duel after that, right? Another example again against Lightsworns. This time the opponent gets to start, and you know, with Lightsworns, as you already know, the Predator Plant engine is so disgustingly good, like pretty much on one card. Well, if you don't count in a monster you need to discard for it, pretty much a one card Link Lightsworn, right? So he's able to establish a very nice board eventually, I believe with Minerva as well, if I'm not mistaken. But very important, very crucial, no Fairy Tale Snow. Then again, not too important against Qliphorts. Okay, this is a TCG version, so I'm only playing like one Qliphort Scout, but you know, with the OCG, with their most recent ban list, they got pretty much everything back, right? Triple Qliphort Scout, triple Sacrifice as well, so I believe, and they also have Towers, right? Towers here in the TCG is banned, but I believe in the OCG is at 3? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, pretty much the Qliphort deck there is at full force, and if you take into account this new Qliphort Link Monster, that's actually busted again. For us TCG players, if we get our new TCG list like next year, probably, they're definitely going to give back a couple of tools for, you know, for Qliphorts. But yeah, Tornado Dragon. Yeah, I forgot Minerva here. Thanks to Minerva, I believe in Mult 1 Lightsworn is able to pop one of my face-up continuous traps, and yeah, Tornado Dragon can just finish the deal here, getting rid of the Recreate, and now he's able to, you know, get enough effect monsters on board to potentially, at least, yeah, eventually get rid of my scale. And here, the level 4 Mecha Phantom Beast didn't really work out that well, but again, I'm not able to set up my scale, since again, you need a follow-up play if you have your, what's it called, Tetherwolf or something like it, your Mecha Phantom Beast. It's all fine and dandy if you can set up that Qliphort Link Monster, but if you can't follow it up with a Pendulum Summon, it doesn't really do anything on its own. But again, in the OCG, where they have access to triple Scout, then it's much more easy, right? Another example against Pendulum Magicians. I believe, okay, I'm in a very good position off of the Card of the Mice, but as you see, he does have the Wavering Eyes, and he's going to get it off here, chaining it on the Heavy Duster Storm, or the Heavy Storm Duster, I believe the name is. And again, I lose that one off Scout. And of course he gets like another surge off of the Wavering Eyes as well, so he's able to set up a scale and no warning, no strike to prevent my opponent to go for the Pendulum Summon. And now this is looking very, very terrible, especially the fact he's going for Tornado Dragon as well. Maybe I should have floodgated the Pendulum Sorcerer, but in the long run it's not going to matter too much. There is no possibility for me to pretty much, yeah, top deck something to set up my whole scale. Okay, top deck and eventually bounce something back, I believe, but I'm not going to attack into the Tornado Dragon. Why should I, right? I'm not going to give him his Pendulum Summon or his extra Monster Zone. The Drowning Mirror Force top deck is not going to matter too much. So again, the Wavering Eyes definitely came in clutch. Wavering is not here in the main deck. Seems a bit iffy if I want to main deck Wavering Eyes or not, since, okay, well, for the OCG, if Qliphorts have like 2 or 3 scouts, then I think you should definitely main deck multiple Wavering Eyes, but only one Qliphort Scout, it seems a bit iffy. And you know, with Card of the Mice still at 3 and all the other draw cards, Pot of Desire, Pot of Duality as well, I'm not really sure if I should main deck Wavering Eyes. Then again, yeah, searching at least, yeah, Wavering Eyes, setting up your Pendulum Summon, searching out Scout, yeah, maybe I should main deck it, but again, it's very, very iffy. So again, if you have any suggestions, like always, feel free to drop them down below. Eventually, his Dark Magicians, both his Dark Magicians will be removed from play, so he won't be having a follow-up during his next turn, right? Yeah, Duality for the Climate Change, I believe the name is, to, yeah, excellent card again, to refuel my hand, and of course the Pendulum Scale and Summon later. Both Dark Magicians were banished, and you know, the, yeah, Blue Boy will just be negated, and Climate Change reveal, and eventually the opponent will just end here in his scoop phase. So again, this is currently my decklist TCG, but again, if we are getting like our next TCG list, no doubt Konami is going to give back more tools for Qliphorts, probably bump up Scout to 2 or maybe even 3, same for Sacrifice, bumping it back up to 2 or 3, but all in all, the Qliphort Link Monster is ultra staple here in Qliphorts. And of course another machine next as well, but here very fantastic support, opening up 2 extra monster zones. The main deck definitely needs like work, but again feel free to leave suggestions if you have any. The base, you know, the tower's base, or at least yeah, the Qliphort, I believe the Sky base, the name. Yeah, something definitely for the main deck with the other trap card here farmost on the left. But yeah, outside of that, I think I pretty much explained everything. Yeah, the Desbot, as mentioned before, pretty much the same use as the Mega Phantom Beast monster. Yeah, okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.